Good morning, friends. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. When do we actually take the time to really look at and evaluate where we are, where we stand, and where we would like to go or like to be? Sometimes we look at our lives and we base it upon our families. Sometimes God will separate you from your family because there's so much stuff going on in that family that He needs you to see more than what you're seeing. You might see it as a punishment. They might even see it as a punishment. The truth is revealed when you separate from those who you're so close to. You're allowed to see more than what you thought you knew. Because sometimes we think we know everything, we really don't. One time, I remember years ago, I sat down and I decided I wanted to play this game. Now, I was creating the game and it became a regular game afterward, years later. I should have actually done something when I saw how the game went. But I sat down to this game with my cousins and my aunt and uncle. In the game I called it the Newlywed Game, but it was my version of it. And while playing this game, everyone got to see how everyone did not know each other as well as they thought they did. It caused some confusion that evening, because each party assumed something that they did not know. Sometimes we assume we know people better than we actually know them. And sometimes that works in your favor, and sometimes it works not so much in your favor. When you're in a relationship, with a person or people, it's important that you know the dynamics. It's important that you know what loyalty truly is. Sometimes you'll be in a relationship with friends and you think that they are truly your friends, and then something will happen and you're like, oh my goodness, that is not my friend. I grew up with a girl who, she and I were like close. I mean, my older sister used to always say, why are you babysitting her? Why are you acting like her mother? That's not your child. But I was always very protective of her. One day we got into a car and she called herself testing it. She put $10 on the carpet. We're riding down the street. And I said, now she knows that I really do need money. But let's just see how this goes. I took the $10 and slid it underneath where the carpet, ended. Now, she never said anything later, but her attitude changed. Almost as though she thought that I had stolen the money. And I waited for her to present it to me. She never presented it to me. But it showed me a lot, that $10 can change a relationship. Sometimes we think we know more than we do. Sometimes you need to separate just so that you can get to know yourself better. Sometimes you lean on other people so much that you don't spend the time with yourself to get to know yourself better. When we are isolating ourselves or separating ourselves, we are allowing ourselves to know self-love, to know ourselves, to reevaluate things, to see things as we need to see them. Sometimes relatives look at it and they are very upset. God will separate you from the rest for many reasons. Many reasons that you might not even internalize till much later. It is a gift. It is not to hurt you. It is important that we look at how we evaluate things, okay? Now, I gave you small stories, but there are plenty more. There's a guy who believed in this woman. And he thought it was a gift that God gave him with this woman, but he never prayed and asked for God's guidance. So he went into this relationship with this much younger woman. She was said to have had a miscarriage, but she had had an abortion. But he cared for this woman and catered her and took her back, brought her back to life, so to speak. He did the right thing because he really felt that he needed to help and nurture her. But if he'd gone to God, the true answers would have been evaluated. Everyone's truths would have come out. It would have been important for her to have told him the truth, but she did not. You see, sometimes when finances play part, those finances can sometimes cause more confusion. You see, sometimes people are with you for money. Sometimes people are with you for a season. You can evaluate which way it is going on in your life or another person's life. The important thing is that we need to start evaluating where we lives and where we'd like to go. And in these stages and in these evaluations, while we're trying to grow, it's important that we pray so that we totally and truly know. All right, this is Indigo Moon. I hope that I've shared something with you that you might be able to learn and grow from. I certainly have. Have a wonderful day.